It's time to take a walk on the wild side with Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick on 103.7 The Buzz. It's the outdoor show you've been waiting for. Now, here are your hosts of the wild side, Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick.
A good Wednesday evening to you. Welcome to the last live local radio show you'll hear on The Buzz before spring. And you know why that is, because
spring is
the equinox is at 2:01 a.m. our time. So
unless it blows in quicker.
Well, it could.
It could come in a lot quicker.
No, man, like Mark, I heard they had a regatta out at Maumelle today, and the sailboats had to use restrictor plates.
Well, no, actually, they're having a regatta, but they're using four-wheelers. Lake's a little low out there, Trey.
I know. Well, it was my sailboat joke, Mark.
Yeah,
Did you hear the restrictor plates part?
I like it.
Quit messing up my jokes, man.
I love it.
Messing up my jokes, Hedrick.
First
all right,
off,
I got another one for you.
Okay,
I got another one for you.
Let me get ready to laugh.
Cue the laugh track, damn it.
Let me get my hand on the ejector seat.
It's so windy today, you could use a logging chain for a windsock.
Oh, I like it. I like it. You got a million of them today.
I've got two of them, and I used them both there.
Yeah,
and you screwed up my restrictor plate sailboat thing.
Yeah, and see, I'm not a big NASCAR aficionado. You know what I mean?
You knew what I was talking about.
I did,
though,
yeah,
right?
but all left turns.
I'm not either.
Yeah, all left turns. After a while, you get a little.
Yeah.
I don't know what NASCAR is fun, but it isn't as fun as it was in the early days when those guys were just
when they were moonshiners.
Hey, listen, those guys. I mean, they were putting things on their cars and taking things off their cars to make them faster, and nobody seemed to care.
Well, we're going to put some stuff to make our car go fast tonight, and we've got a tailwind, of course.
I bet you got a good trivia question.
It's not that good.
We
may have to. I'll tell it to you during the first break. I mean, it's super basic. It's a Google. It's a Google thing.
I got a good one in case there was.
Okay.
There was in case maybe
I have one, but it sucks. I'm telling you, it's no good.
Really,
so,
kind of like staying on the space station for 248 days.
Maybe not that bad.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe it didn't suck that bad.
Okay.
Well, I missed you, Mark. I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad you're back. We had a great show last week, but it's just not the same unless you're over there sitting in the captain's chair.
I enjoyed doing the show from downtown Louisville, Kentucky. It was a lot of fun.
And thank God there's nothing to drink in Louisville.
Nothing at all. They make no bourbon cocktails, no old fashions, no Manhattans.
You did look toward the west and have a Manhattan for me, didn't you?
I did. Of course I did. Now it was a lot of fun. We talked a little bit about it last week, but a couple of great distillery tours, and Louisville's a fun town, man.
You know who kind of invented the Manhattan, don't you? Seriously, this is a bit of history, but it was Winston Churchill's mother. She was the one that kind of invented the Manhattan, and that's kind of where it came from.
I think that's an urban legend.
Well, I don't know. I think Winston Churchill liked to drink a little.
Well, he certainly did.
And a Manhattan would be just the ticket.
My buddy George Roberts, who was the managing editor at Tail Fly Fishing prior to me, George is a huge Manhattan fan, and he did he did a big, huge feature on Manhattans for the cocktails column in Tail, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I think he mentioned that. I write a lot about booze, for some of the freelance stuff I do, and man, there is always some sort of cloudy, origin story for everything.
Well,
there's always a real, high profile one, and then there's these other two or three. So it's real. I'm just kidding. Winston Churchill's mother may have invented the Manhattan. I'm not trying to question you, Mark.
I got somebody that might have invented something on the for our Trader Bill's fishing report.
Let's do it.
Maybe we get Philip on. He might have invented
It's time for the Trader Bill's Outdoors Fishing Report. With locations in Hot Springs and Little Rock, Trader Bill's is your one-stop for all things outdoors.
And we welcome in on the Edwards Food Giant hotline our buddy Philip Castor. Philip, Mark wants to know if you've invented anything lately.
Like a cocktail.
A cocktail especially.
No, not very many inventions going on.
Not
we're
even
going to talk about something
Yep.
that I hope I do not step on toes.
He's not even playing along.
No, he's not playing today. Philip ain't playing.
Not that I would ever step on toes.
Never. A shy man.
Beaver is at full pool. Bull Shoals, DeGray, Greers, Washita, all of the big ponds are sitting at full pool. They've been sitting at full pool, okay? So the only lakes that are drastically different, Greason is down 8 feet, but it's been down 8 feet.
Right.
You know,
Maumelle.
it's not changing much. Of course, Hamilton's always at full pool.
Yeah.
That's a joke. Maybe all of a sudden that the Corps of Engineers is leaving our lakes at a standard level during spawn.
Hold it.
You know,
Hold it. I doubt it.
No, Philip, that is not what happened. All the Corps people got fired, and nobody's watching the levels anymore.
that may be.
Well, that may be too, but that's making the best spawn that you can possibly have. If the lakes that are trying to go through spawn stay at a constant level,
no doubt,
that is what all the biologists have always said is the biggest fish factory you can ever have. And these lakes for the past, 30 days, and let's hope the next 30 days are all at the same level. That's the absolutely best thing you can have for.
Well, I hate to burst bubbles, but as somebody who was trout fishing on the tailwaters last weekend, they're trying to get the water out of them real hard right now.
Yeah, and
Well, it may be, but the White River, it goes down the ditch, and that's for Bull Shoals an issue, but everything else south, not a relevant deal.
Well, the
other big thing we're going to talk about was Trader Bill's Mr. Bass of Arkansas tournament last weekend on Lake Hamilton. Daniel Quickle. So you may or may not know this name. Daniel had a boating accident.
Like to killed him.
On the Arkansas River. He's always been an incredible fisherman. Had a big accident. It hurt him. He hadn't fished in 2 or 3 years. I really don't know how long. First big tournament back this last weekend. He won on Lake Hamilton 16.23 pounds. So congratulations to Daniel to win it. Second place, Dustin Blevins had 15.92. Justin Howard had 15.31. Big Bass was a 5.5 pounder by Tim Mulligan.
And I'll tell you what, Daniel wasn't far behind.
All for the past 60 days, all winter long. Now it's at full pool for the first time since the spring rains, and that they filled it. So congratulations to Daniel for winning Mr. Bass of Arkansas's first circuit stop.
And he had a 544 kicker, so he was pretty close to Big Bass and the win. And he was testing a new boat out when he had the accident on the Arkansas River, and he was hurt pretty bad. It's a wonder it didn't kill him. Be honest with you, but they got him, and he persevered, and it's always a good feeling to see somebody that's a good guy make a comeback and win a prestigious tournament like Mr. Bass. So we're proud for Daniel.
That's awesome. Well, Philip,
congratulations to all them guys.
No doubt.
Thank you so much, my friend. We appreciate you as always, and we will talk to you next week, buddy.
Thanks, Philip.
Thanks, guys.
See you.
That is Philip Kastner from Trader Bill's Outdoors with our weekly fishing report on the Edwards Food Giant hotline. We're heading into the first break. I think we're going to have somebody on the hotline on the back side of this break, right?
Right, coming into it. I think we're coming in the break with him.
On the back side of the break,
yeah. Well, you weren't here last week, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the back side of the break's the same thing it's always been, whether I'm here or not.
But I just don't know what that means.
We got Stuart Smith from Quail Forever. Mark enjoyed that last week. Stuart's going to tell us all about the event. Stick around. More Wild Side coming up.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side.
Let me tell you about Tammy Chase Insurance. Tammy Chase is a wealth of knowledge as she guides her clients through the sometimes confusing world of health insurance and Medicare coverage. I know because she's helped me understand my options and find the perfect fit for me. She'll do the same for you because every client benefits from her expertise and local market knowledge. Give her a call at 501-658-5127. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions. Hey folks, Mark Hedrick here to tell you about Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock. They're here to serve your battery needs, from cell phones to hearing aids to power tools. And when it comes to service, Battery Outfitters is second to none. Got a problem with your truck or your boat battery? Just pull in at 5915 JFK Boulevard and the Battery Outfitters crew will handle the rest. And don't forget to ask about Key Fob Friday and Watch Battery Saturday. You'll be glad you did. Battery Outfitters, 501-537-4990 for all your battery needs.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
Pinnacle Mountain and the Arkansas River are natural landmarks that help define Central Arkansas. So it's no mistake they're featured on the logo of River Rock Realty Company. Joel Tvetin and the crew at River Rock define service and commitment in the Little Rock real estate market. They're proud to be part of the Stiff Station Renaissance in their new headquarters next door to the Oyster Bar. But they provide proven results to customers all over Central Arkansas. Whether you're buying or selling, put River Rock to work for you at riverrockrealtycompany.com.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater Holds in Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
If you've ever stood overlooking a bluff on Pettigene, floated the Buffalo, taken a leisurely drive through miles of Delta farmland, or even witnessed a brilliant sunset from your own backyard, you know Arkansas is full of beauty. Naturally, that leaves no room for trash. Get litter out of the picture and keep Arkansas in its natural state, clean and green. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to learn more. A message from this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
Hey, you want to know what really happened here in Hot Springs? I'm not talking, but there's a guy at 510 Central Avenue in Hot Springs, a wise guy. He'll tell you all you need to know, but not enough to get you whacked. Your hope. The Gangster Museum of America. TGMOA.com.
Experience the rich history of America's first resort at the Gangster Museum of America and the Hattery. Check out the Gangster Museum of America, 510 Central Avenue, 501-318-1717, or visit us at TGMOA.com.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Justin and DJ are taking the Zone up the road to Jacksonville, just off the James Street exit to Gwatney Chevrolet, broadcasting live this Friday. Stop by and see how James and the crew can help with your next vehicle purchase. The Zone at Gwatney Chevrolet on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back to the Wild Side. Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick with you, back to full strength here on a Wednesday night. And a programming note, if you haven't figured out, we're on Wednesday night tonight, and we're going to be on Wednesday night for about the next
April 23rd.
Yeah, basically the rest of this month and all of April.
Right.
Maybe the 30th of April.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'd have to check it. She sent me the list.
Plan on seeing us or hearing us and seeing us if you watch the live stream on Wednesday nights for the foreseeable future. So our friends at the Buzz here can bring you Razorback baseball on Tuesday nights. Razorback basketball tomorrow night.
Tomorrow at noon.
What? No. That's not what I heard. Is that right?
Yeah, it's at noon. Noon.
That guy.
Where's he been? Where's he been?
He's been out of the country for 3.5 months, and I think he's still in South Asian time zone.
It may be tomorrow night. I don't know.
No, he said it was 6. What time's the basketball game tomorrow, Damon?
Basketball game. I'll have to look.
Oh my God! Does anybody at this sports talk
sports
radio station know when the basketball game is?
We'll find out.
Let's go to the Edwards Food Giant hotline and bring in Stuart Smith. He's from Mississippi, but he may know when the Razorback
6
ball
o'clock.
game
I
is.
just saw it. 6 to 10.
Exactly what I said. Right. Thank you. Hey, Stuart, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I was fixing to Google it so I could help y'all out.
I Googled.
I'm getting texts now. The phone's blowing
mine
up.
was too.
I thought it was at 6. Mark threw me off. He said, "No, it's at noon."
It was an SEC tournament. That was
okay.
Noon, so
there you go.
Stuart, how did it go? Last, Stuart Smith was the chapter president of Big Rock Chapter of Quail Forever. You heard him a couple weeks ago here on the Wild Side. Mark saw you this weekend. I was out of town, but how'd it go, man?
It went great. I thought it went great. I tell you what, Mark's daughter was all excited in there.
Yeah, I mean, she likes those.
Buying up everything. That's good. That's what we're trying to do.
And I've got
raise money for habitat,
I've got
pollinators and everything. So,
I've got Cameron in studio.
I can't talk.
I was going to say, Cameron's in the studio with us. You know, she went with us. You know, you saw her there, my granddaughter. She got a scooter. My grandson got a Nerf gun, and Madison was buying everything.
Did y'all have to take a trailer with you to haul everything home?
Quite, but we did take a bunch of stuff home. It was, a lot of gift certificates stuff. But Stuart, I got to tell you something. The food was fabulous. You did a great job running the auctions. A lot of money was spent. Great guns people got. I mean, there were some great guns, that Razorback fire pit, I wanted that. You had a trip to Gaston's. You had a trip to Argentina for a dove hunt. I mean, some people went away really happy.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mark. I'm having a little trouble hearing Mark, too. I can hear Trey real well, but can't hear Mark so good.
Well,
I'm keeping his mic down so he doesn't say anything too embarrassing.
I'm the quiet one, Stuart. You know how I am. I'm the quiet one. But it was just I got to tell you, I was really impressed with how it went. I love that venue over there, plenty of parking, and it was just a lot of fun.
Well, I appreciate it, Mark. Riverside Grocery does a great job for us on catering. Flyway, our exclusive beer supplier for our event. And I got to tip my hat to Brad Woolley from Woolley Auctioneers. He did a fantastic job helping us raise the money. I mean, he donated his time, and look, he came last year, and he enjoyed it so much. He told his wife, you got to come and bring the kids. And let me tell you, the kids, to me, I mean, yes, we want to raise money so we can do habitat work around Central Arkansas and all of Arkansas. But that kids table, and when we get to give away gifts to the kids, that's the best part. And I tell you what, nothing made me happier. All the kids getting gifts, but when my grandson finally showed up and being able to help him pick out his first real fishing pole, that was something special.
It was, and we appreciate everything that Quail Forever does for habitat. If you have good quail habitat, you have good turkey habitat, deer habitat. You got butterflies. You got a great ecosystem working. Y'all do a great job. So we want to thank you for your time and thank you for calling in on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline.
Stuart, we appreciate you, buddy. You have a great night, man. Thanks for calling in. Glad y'all had a great event. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Talk to you soon, Stuart.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
See ya.
That is Stuart Smith, the president of the Big Rock chapter of Quail Forever on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline. Appreciate him calling in. Mark, glad y'all had a good time. You want to do a quick outdoor report?
Sure.
The Wild Side Outdoor Report is brought to you by West Rock Landing, your gateway to fishing and fun on Lake Maumelle.
If you missed the Y Mountain Daffodil Festival, it's over, but it was last weekend. I went up there.
They extended it, right?
They did. They extended it to, I believe, the 16th. It was supposed to be over on the 9th. There's still some flowers up there. The festival isn't going on, but if you want to take your kids up there and your wife or whoever and get some nice pictures, you can do it. We may have to come back into this, but Winter Milky Way Star Party at Lake Sylvia Rec Area, Saturday, March 22nd, 2025. Indoor programming starts at 6:30, observing at 8. There'll be multiple telescopes to view our solar system and people that are going to be there that are passionate about teaching it. And also, Pinnacle Mountain State Park has expanded accessibility with track chairs, Trey. They've got these all-terrain wheelchairs that allow visitors with mobility challenges to the park trails. The Lichen Link Trail has been rebuilt to accommodate the track chairs, and they're going to be wide paved sidewalks that'll take you out and then bring you right back around to the visitor center. It's about a mile long. So
hold that thought, and we'll wrap up the outdoor report on the back side of the break. You know when that is now, right?
Are we coming back?
We're coming back. Stick around. More Wild Side coming up.
Trader Bill's Outdoors has the largest fishing tackle selection in the region, including the newest lures and the newest colors, as well as a wide selection of locally made lures that are proven winners on Arkansas lakes and streams. They also carry top-of-the-line rods and reels by the industry's leading companies, and they employ local anglers who are always prepared to answer your questions and set you on the path to success. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock. Spring and summer may be behind us, but that doesn't mean there's not a good reason to get out to Lake Maumelle to enjoy a day on the water. Trey Reid here from the Wild Side to tell you about West Rock Landing. Our friends at West Rock have everything you need to enjoy a day on the lake. Whether you're fishing for bass or crappie or just taking in the amazing views of the Ouachita Mountains, West Rock offers bait, tackle, boat rentals, and so much more. Check them out at westrocklanding.com or go see them just a few miles west of Little Rock on Highway 10. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle. I'm Trey Reid from the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz, and when I'm looking for a great home-cooked lunch on the fly, my go-to spot is the deli at my neighborhood Edwards Food Giant. There's always a great selection of delicious meats and vegetables, fresh from the kitchen and served with a smile by the friendly folks behind the deli counter. You'll get heaping portions with cornbread or a dinner roll and a drink to wash it down, all for under $9. For home cooking without the hassle of washing dishes, go see our friends at Edwards Food Giant.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, we're getting ready to be in the springtime, and this is the time that you want to get out and be active. Whether you like to run, hike, be on the lake, whatever you like to do to be active, you just don't want to do it with joint pain. Hey, everybody, it's RJ Hawk. Do you have that nuisance in your back? Maybe it's your knees. Are you not sleeping well because of the pain? What if I told you there's an answer? It's called QC Kinetics. They've got regenerative treatments that are sweeping the nation. This groundbreaking treatment for arthritis pain is a long-term relief, and it's possible right here in Central Arkansas. QC Kinetics treatments use your own body's healing agents to revitalize your joints without going under the knife. That's right, no surgery, no downtime, and no drugs. Look, joint pain does not have to get better with time. So before it's absolutely debilitating, see if you're a candidate for a life-changing regenerative treatment. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440.
Arkansas is known for its beauty. Rolling hills, scenic fields and valleys, and beautiful rivers run through our state. We want to keep Arkansas beautiful, but we need your help. Do your part by not littering and by keeping your community clean. Register for a local cleanup or become a litter grabber to fight litter at your own pace. Your community needs you. Join us in keeping Arkansas beautiful. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to learn more. This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
It's Justin Acree. If you're dealing with back or neck pain, the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health is here to help. Whether it's neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, or pain management, their experts have you covered with the latest technology and minimally invasive techniques. They're focused on reducing your pain, improving mobility, and getting you back to doing what you love. Call 501-686-TOSH to set up an appointment today. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Welcome back to the Wild Side. Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick with you on a Wednesday night appearance. We're going to be on Wednesday night actually for the foreseeable future, the rest of March, and either most or all of April. So if you're catching us on Wednesday night and aren't used to hearing us, that's why we're here, typically on Tuesday nights. And if you're a regular listener that's moved over, we appreciate that. And we'll be here on Wednesday nights for the next 6-7 weeks or so. Well, Mark, we cut you short on the West Rock Landing outdoor report, so I'll let you go ahead and finish that.
Philip alluded to the fact that Daniel Queekle won the Mr. Bass Arkansas with 16-23, so congrats to him. Big field of anglers, and when you're pushing 100 anglers fishing solo, that's a big deal. So congrats again to him. Sonny Williams and Butch Wilmore back on terra firma. We've talked about them in space for a while.
Yeah.
So I did read where she said that this would probably be her last space fight.
You don't say. Why would she want to do that, Mark?
I think I don't know if I'd ever taken my first one if they'd offered it. But Bassmaster Classic at Lake Ray Roberts in Fort Worth, Texas this weekend. I'd be keeping an eye on the winds down there, I think, on a lake that big. I
bet it was a fun practice day.
I saw a couple of anglers that couldn't even get their boats on the trailers. The winds were so high. It was pushing them up, moving their trailers on the it was tough. And so and then the last thing I thought I'd mention is a night of conservation and conversation. 5 o'clock. March 20th, which would be tomorrow, in Dumas at 18 Belmont Street, Dumas, Arkansas. Join the AGFF for a crawfish boil, celebrating conservation efforts in southeast Arkansas. Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, Trey, as you probably well know, will be there to provide the latest updates on AGFC initiatives and programs shaping that area of the state. And this is always a great time to, if you got any questions, these guys are do this every day. Get out and see them, talk to them, meet your guys at Game and Fish, and who knows, you might come away with a whole different viewpoint.
Absolutely.
So that's it.
All right. Well, you want to do trivia, or you want to move on? You want to do keepers and calls?
Let's wait for trivia
because you might have a better one. We're going to do that fourth segment.
Mine's pretty bad too, though. It's pretty.
Mine's awful. It's not bad. It's just boring. It has to do with state record fish.
Okay.
And so
mine has to do with heels on boots.
I might like yours better. It's not as trite and cliche as
name
the
Why don't you ask them both and let the audience decide?
Because we don't play that way.
No,
Damon.
we don't. Damon, hold it. Whose show is this, Damon?
All right, it's settled. We're doing keepers and calls.
It's time for this week's Keepers and Calls, presented by Battery Outfitters. Sometimes you keep them, sometimes you throw them back. But when it comes to your battery needs, the service and selection at Battery Outfitters are always keepers.
All right, I'll kick it off.
Why don't you kick it off?
I'll kick it off. This is an easy one. Man, did you know that last week the United States Postal Service issued a new series of stamps, the Freshwater Lure Collection?
I did not.
Yeah, came out the 13th, which is last Thursday.
Just in time for the close the postal system down.
Wow. Oh, that's a good one, Mark. That's a good one.
Man, I can't wait.
That's a good one. The Corps got the lakes all full because nobody works there anymore. They can't let any water go.
Oh, Lordy.
The Postal Service is shut down. No,
well, this is all in jest, y'all.
It's all in jest. No. Those are jokes.
Yeah, those are jokes.
This is sarcasm.
Allegedly, as they say. Allegedly.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But We're just fooling
a little bit of truth to some of this. What we're saying, though.
So
a little bit of truth about some problems in the federal government right now.
But go ahead.
The freshwater lure stamps, they were issued last Thursday or released last Thursday. You can go to the post office and buy a sheet of them, or they're forever stamps.
I love it. I think that's great.
So there's a spinner, a popper, a crankbait, a wake bait, and a spoon. Now, obviously, they're generic. They're not using like
they're not going to have a jackhammer or something on it,
an arbogast or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
flatfish, hidden flatfish sitting on it.
Yeah, I want a Zara spook on my stamp.
I think that'd be the greatest. I mean,
they've done flies before. I know Stu Apt, his Apt 2 tarpon fly was on a postal stamp a number of years ago. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. So that's my first keeper of the night.
I've got a keeper too. My buddy Craig Tissue and his son Casey won a benefit derby on Greer's Ferry this weekend with an 1824 sack of it's a mixed bag. Trey had some largemouth and some smallmouth, but it had an 809 largemouth kicker and they also got big bass for the derby. An 809 is a big fish for Greer's Ferry Lake. I mean, you can look
as you sit in the green room. That's a unicorn.
It is a unicorn. I mean, you hear people catching 10s, 11s, 12s at Millwood, and Washington, Hamilton, and DeGray. You pull an 809 out of Greer's Ferry, you've caught a unicorn. And Rodney Harper is going to be making a replica of it. So hopefully,
nice.
Hopefully we'll get some pictures of that as he's doing it. So go ahead, Trey. Give me another one. I got one more.
All right, I got one. It's a fishing related. Big mouth buffalo, right?
Right.
I mean, a rough fish species that we're familiar with here in Arkansas. Really cool research out of Minnesota. There's not a lot of research on these fish because they're not food fish.
Typically, the game and fish guys at a ramp, when you're checking creels, they're not going to have big mouth buffalo.
How many big mouth buffalo did you catch? Yeah. So they're not recreationally as important as like bass and crappie and catfish and trout and other things like that. But they are important to the ecosystem. But man, some folks in Minnesota doing some research. These fish are incredibly long-lived. They found out these fish are living over 100 years.
Really?
Yes. As a matter of fact, one interesting thing, one of the reasons they're looking into them on Rice Lake in Minnesota is they haven't had, there's some individuals, but they haven't had a year class in 60 years. So one of the theories is that this incredible longevity is an evolutionary strategy because they don't produce good year classes very often.
Right.
A lot of predators, maybe environmental conditions. And this is a hypothesis. It's not like, it's not proven science at this point. But what I thought was really cool is these fish, they can look at some DNA sequencing. They don't age. They don't like some of the structures in the cell that would be indicative of all of us as we age, or any organism. They don't show that. So they seem to be as healthy like at 80, 90, 100 years as they are at 10, 15, 20 years. I thought that was pretty
like you and me.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Still going strong.
And I don't want to say
137 and 120 respectively.
I don't want to allude to the fact we got big mouths or anything either.
Fair point, Mark.
Yeah, but
fair point.
It wasn't evident.
Oh, thank you, Damon. I got one more here, Trey, and this is a call. And it's the storms that move through our area.
Oh, boy.
Man, it's just brutal. I mean, they went through Missouri. I think 12 dead in Missouri, 3 dead in Arkansas. We had 2 EF4 tornadoes.
I drove through the track of it on my way up to Dry Run Creek Saturday. It was unbelievable, man. It's between a 1.5 mile wide there where it crossed Highway 5 north of Sylamore.
Yeah, I mean, it went through Mississippi, went to Alabama. I mean, 42 people lost their lives. No telling how much property was impacted. People's lives are impacted. I mean, it was just devastating. I mean, it's been devastating. And so now, with the winds behind it, we've got all these winds.
Now we got wildfire problems.
And dust, smoke, wildfires. You got burn bans. So if you're outside, you're thinking about camping out. Don't. don't build you a fire. I mean, go out and do your stuff.
Don't build a fire. And you know what? Don't flick that cigarette out of your car either. Don't let your chains drag on your trailer. All these things. Man, Casey she worked in Pine Bluff today and had to route home through Sheridan.
Yeah, that was 356, I think, had to go. Come back on Highway 356 maybe or something.
365.
365, right.
Yeah, along with everybody else commuting that commute today.
So, but that's just something to be aware of now.
Absolutely.
I mean, people that have any kind of respiratory problems, I'm sure they
probably having a tough time.
And listen, the car washers are making killings. It's just raining mud is what it's doing.
Oh, man, my truck looks so it was so and it still does. I haven't had a chance to get to the car wash because the lines are so long there.
Right. No doubt.
You go after work and everybody else has the same idea.
No doubt. So anyway, y'all be safe out there. I mean, that's one of the lot going on in the weather. As Damon says,
March is real on brand.
Well, it is. Comes in like a lion. We hope it goes out like a lamb.
Real on brand March is this spring, which starts at 2:01 a.m. Hey, Mark and I are going to confer on our trivia question during the break, and we'll figure out what that is and play some Tammy Chase trivia when we come back. Stick around.
And the Arkansas River are natural landmarks that help define Central Arkansas. So it's no mistake they're featured on the logo of River Rock Realty Company. Joel Tvetten and the crew at River Rock define service and commitment in the Little Rock real estate market. They're proud to be part of the Stiff Station Renaissance in their new headquarters next door to the Oyster Bar. But they provide proven results to customers all over Central Arkansas. Whether you're buying or selling, put River Rock to work for you at riverrockrealtycompany.com.
Mark Hedrick here from the Wild Side to tell you about our friends at West Rock Landing on Lake Maumelle. I've been fishing Maumelle for decades, and even though I've learned a few things about catching fish on the lake through the years, I've also learned that it all starts at West Rock Landing. If you're looking for a place to hold your next bass tournament, our friends at West Rock are ready to help you take care of the details. Their covered deck is perfect for weigh-ins. They can also set you up with a boat rental for a day of fishing or a day of just enjoying the views and the area's wildlife. Go see them today. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
It's time to hit the lakes and rivers, but before you back that boat into the water, stop by Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock, because the boat ramp is a bad place to discover a dead battery. Stephen Heron and the crew will take care of you like family and make sure you are charged up and ready to roll before you make the first cast. Bad batteries take your fish finder out of the equation, and you can't stay on the fish if your trolling motor won't turn. So take charge of your fishing fortunes with a trip to Battery Outfitters, 5915 JFK Boulevard. Navigating the world of health insurance coverage can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why Tammy Chase Insurance is here to help. Medicare coverage, health insurance, indemnity, life, dental, and vision. Tammy Chase and her team have the expertise and resources to help you figure out the plans and coverages that are right for you. Check them out on the web at TammyChaseInsurance.com or stop by in person at 8414 Counts Massey Road in North Little Rock. Tammy Chase puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins.
Join the millions of people who are celebrating going hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins. Footwear you just step into and they're on.
It's crazy how something as simple as a pair of shoes have made my life better.
After trying Skechers Slip-ins, I want all my shoes to have this technology.
See what everybody can't stop talking about. Go hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
With Progressive, renters can save on protection for the things that make your place yours, even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar since I never play. But it's like, what if I actually end up taking lessons? Sure, I've had it for 8 years, but if I get rid of it, then what will my New Year's resolution be next January?
Exactly. So bundle your renters and auto and save with Progressive and protect the things that make sense to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations, covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
Introducing Club 52 from Arkansas State Parks, a club that's fun, full of adventure, and open to anyone. Just pick up a free passport at any state park visitor center and start exploring. With every state park you visit, you get a stamp. When you get all 52 stamps, you're in the club, and you get some pretty cool rewards along the way. So grab your passport and start exploring. Club 52 from Arkansas State Parks. Get out to get in.
Brought to you by this station and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
HR services should be simple, reliable, and stress-free. As payroll companies merge, the attention to your business can feel less personal and more complicated. At the Payroll Company, we are proudly independent, offering an employee hotline and dedicated payroll specialists who know your business. Get HR services done right, reliable and accessible every time. Because you deserve a payroll partner who puts you first. No mergers, just white glove service you can rely on to help you hire, manage, grow. The Payroll Company. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
I'm a real wild one, wild one, wild one, wild one.
It's time for this week's Tammy Chase Insurance Outdoor Trivia Question. You may not know the answer to this week's trivia question, but Tammy Chase has the answers for all your health insurance and Medicare needs. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
All right. We played rock, paper, scissors, and Mark won. He's got the trivia question. Now, mine was so boring. Yours is fun. It's outdoor related. It's outdoor-ish.
We had to go back to the 10th century.
Yeah, 900.
A long time ago. And listen, this is Trey got it first guess. So I mean, I was impressed. But
in
the 10th century,
not just a hat rack. Mark.
No, you're not. You're more than a pretty face. In the 10th century, why did men wear high-heeled shoes in Asia? I mean, simple question. 10th century, why did men wear high-heeled shoes?
These like hobnail boots?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there, Trey, but
Beatles reference, man.
I got you. I mean, got the little crop top and all that. But, don't say anything like to use a weapon in combat or something. I mean, we're not talking, like spiked heels or anything. We just want to know why they were wearing high-heeled shoes.
This is not a DEI or woke question either. This is legitimate.
This
and
is
the
legitimate.
number to call is 501-661-1037.
And it's obvious. It's fairly obvious.
I got it right off again.
Yeah. So, and that's just,
why did men in 10th century Asia wear high heels on their boots?
On their shoes. Yeah, they're high heels. I mean, they might have could have been shoes.
I'm guessing they're boots.
Well, you never know. They might have had some really, nice comfortable shoes.
Patent leather, maybe.
Maybe white with that little buckle, that little gold buckle. But so you never know. And Trey, we were talking about something in the break while we're waiting for the phone lines to. Oh, we got one. We were talking about it's white bass time.
It is white bass time. That was going to be my trivia question.
And
it was like all you would have to do is Google it. You know what
happened?
Did they hang up, Damon?
Yes.
Oh, here they come.
There they are back. You hung up on them. I know what happened.
But it's to me this is one of my favorite times because you start out with the white bass, then you slowly progress down, crappie, bass, and then the brim. And when the brims start spawning, you can take your grandkids out of your kids, your dad, or your mom, your neighbors, and catch brim. There's nothing like catching brim with a just a little drop shot.
Yeah, it's
we need to do that.
I really want to go catch some white bass. I only want to do it a couple of times a year, and it's now.
Yeah, well, I think we could probably walk in up there at the access because there's still water up above Maumelle, and there's the fish are biting like crazy in Maumelle. Hopefully, they're supposed to have the dam repaired by the 15th of April, so the lake should be back at full pool. Oh, let's
see if we've got Carla on line one. Carla, we're playing our trivia. Mark wants to know if you know why men in 10th century Asia wore high heels on their footwear.
I did not Google it.
Okay.
So I do not know, but I'm going to guess to look taller.
Oh, no.
That may be that. Hey,
and that look masculine.
Carla, that may be true, but that's not the answer we're looking for.
That's why
there was like a very practical reason that they did that, but it is a good guess.
I'll tell you, it's one of the better guesses it's the only guess we've had.
And I can't say she's wrong. It's just not the answer we're looking for.
Right.
Carla, thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Carla.
Thank you.
And that's a great answer. I mean, but this may be.
They may have worn them.
Well, should I give
taller.
a little hint out? Maybe. Do you think?
I mean, we think.
Yeah,
we're assuming maybe that
it has to
the Mongols. Were the practitioners of this particular type of fashion trend,
They had to have the
if you will.
footwear for a reason.
There was a reason.
And they weren't riding four-wheelers and stuff around.
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't. So
they were, you know.
So, I mean, it's why did Asian men in the 10th century wear high-heeled shoes? I don't understand.
501-661-1037 if you know the answer.
I mean,
or even if you don't know the answer and you want to guess. I mean, we've pretty much given it to you.
Yeah, we've pretty.
But Carla's going to call back probably. Like, I know now.
Yeah, so here they're
there they are.
There they are.
There they are. The phone lines are
It's like they're schooling, Trey. It's like they're
another thing they did. The longbow. That's when it changed.
Yes.
That's when the recurve came into use. For a reason related to the answer to the question.
Correct. So they could.
They were easier to shoot from in a certain position.
Yes, that's right. That's right. While riding an animal.
I'm sorry, Nick. Mark's got me choked up. He's all but giving the answer away.
I mean,
Nick, do you know why men in 10th century Asia had high heels on their footwear?
Yes. To be securely in the stirrups while riding.
There you go.
Nick, you are my man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very well done, Nick.
Thank God you got in because these phone lines are lit up. Stay on the line, and Damon's going to get your information, and you can ride your horse straight to Tammy Chase Insurance, and we'll get you a $10 gift certificate to Sonic.
Nick, you still there, buddy?
Damon's
all right. Hey, thanks for listening, Nick. We appreciate you, buddy.
The line.
Stay on the line here.
That's a pretty good trivia question.
That was good, Mark.
I mean, but of course,
after you start,
I drew a picture.
Yeah, you drew. They weren't riding four wheelers. And then I'm throwing out the longbow became the recurve, so they could shoot from a mounted position.
Think about that. So you're in the 10th century, and you're flying down the range, and your feet are coming out of the stirrup.
Yeah,
that's not comfortable.
Did Genghis Khan invent high heels?
I don't know. Wasn't there a fashion line, something Khan at one time? I mean, maybe
there was Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan.
Yes, that could. And that
without David's on the phone, that would have really gotten him.
He did. But no, honestly, you think back, I've always wondered why we have, like you say, the longbow, the recurve. I mean, what happened? I mean, something had to make you change.
Something, yeah. I mean, necessity is the mother of invention, and that's why they had the heels, because they didn't want to fly out of the stirrup.
Right, with a bow in their hand.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I always want to know is two things: who's the first guy to eat a slug off a fence? Put a little garlic with butter. And who is the first guy to look on the bottom of a lake and go?
You're talking about escargot.
Yeah. And then the guy look on the bottom of the lake and go, let's crack that shell open and eat that thing inside and eat an oyster. That always fascinated me.
Because
I wouldn't open something up and eat anything that looked like that.
Oh, I would.
Well, yeah,
I'm hungry.
Well, you're a gourmand. I guess.
You're hungry. I mean, if you're Tom Cruise on
I can tell right now,
Castaway,
you and I aren't hungry. We're not hungry, Trey. Not yet, at least. But yeah, it's something to think about how things happened, came around, like longbows and heels on shoes. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you're doing something
informative
and it's not working right, you got to change it. You learned that high heels and the recurve bow came from the same place, essentially.
Yeah, and if you got a horse, you don't want to ride it with Air Jordans. Typically, you want to have some with a little heel. That's why cowboys wear cowboy boots.
Well, part of it.
There you
part of it. Mark, you amaze me every week, man. You amaze me every week. Hey, we got to take a quick break to reset the amazement factor here in the studio. We'll be back with more Wild Side right after this break.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side here on 103.7 The Buzz. You probably already know Edwards Food Giant as the meat people. And when I'm looking to throw a steak on the grill, my first stop is the incredible meat counter at Edwards Food Giant. Ribeyes, fillets, strips, T-bones, and porterhouses. Whatever your favorite cut, you'll find the best selection of certified Angus beef at Edwards Food Giant. Their prices are great, with weekly specials that will make your next steak dinner as affordable as it is tasty. Go see them today. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
Trader Bill's Outdoors is the one-stop shop for all your fishing and boating needs. They carry Vexus bass boats, Godfrey pontoons, and Taiga surf, wake, and ski boats. Their marine department also features parts and accessories from most boat manufacturers. And if something goes wrong with your boat, their service department is ready to get you back in the game with quality repairs and friendly service. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock, where great fishing and boating began.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family. Service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
Is your yard ready for whatever Mother Nature throws your way? At Acadi's Touch Landscaping, we make sure it is. Whether it's weatherizing your flower beds for the seasons ahead, building strong retaining walls to prevent erosion, or installing French drains to keep water where it belongs, we've got you covered. And when it's time to elevate your outdoor space, we build custom decks perfect for relaxing or entertaining. Call 501-794-2770 to transform your yard into a space you love, rain or shine. Acadi's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770, where we bring the green to your life.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with exclusive member-only deals. Right now, save $30 on a Little Giant Extra Light Plus 5-foot aluminum stepladder. Was $109, now just $79. Plus, save an additional $20 on the Metabo HPT pneumatic finish nailer. Don't miss out on these limited time deals. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 3/17 through 3/19. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. The next time you walk into a Double B's, you might notice an enticing aroma that seems vaguely familiar. Cookies. Delicious, fresh-baked Otis Spunkmeyer cookies that are said to have remarkable restorative properties for whatever ails you. $1.99 buys you 3 cookies that can turn any day into a special occasion. Make the world a better place, one cookie at a time. And when you bite into this soft, chewy, chocolatey deliciousness, your mind will wander back to when you were a kid, feasting on those cookies your mom or your grandma made for you. Take a trip down memory lane and visit a Double B's near you for a special treat during the month of March. And you can pair this tremendous trio with a hot, fresh bean-to-cup Renoco coffee. Double B's is where Arkansans grab it, gas it, and go and feast on cookies. That's Double B's.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. It's the All About Tire and Brake tip of the week. All About Tire and Brake, because you deserve hassle-free service.
All right, we got Lewis holding on line, too. Lewis, we're going to get right to you here in just a second. He's got a question about white bass. All right. But, hey, it's spring break, right, Cammie? Next week? All right. Is it spring break for you next week?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So it's spring break. Kids are out. You know, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission does a lot of really cool programming at the nature centers. 9 nature centers around the state, obviously. So next week is no exception. Mark, I was looking at the list of all the stuff that they've got going on, and it's different at every nature center. You can learn how to crappie fish class, or learn how to paddle a canoe class.
Well, it's kind of indigenous to the regions where those things are.
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
But man, there's
inherent to that area.
So much going on. Look, I've clicked here we go. There's the spring break calendar. Let's go down here to let's just look at the Whit Stevens Jr. Central Arkansas Nature Center in Little Rock. Click here for this Nature Center spring break events. Okay. Creature feature mammals on Tuesday. Tree ID. Leaf painting crafts. Marksmanship class. Creature featured turtles. Macro mayhem. Craft. Fish painting. Creature feature snake. There's just all sorts of. I mean,
you got people down there helping that love it. They love
absolutely
doing it.
love it.
Yeah,
so look, if you're looking for something to do with the kiddos next week during spring break, no matter if you're here in Central Arkansas, Nature Center in Pine Bluff, one over in Casco, east of Stuttgart. There's one in Fort Smith. I mean, they're all over. Go to agfc.com, and some of the classes do require advanced registration, so you may want to look into that this week before it's spring break. But that's your All About Tire and Break tip of the week. Take the kids to do some fun stuff at a Game and Fish Nature Center. Let's go to Lewis on line 2. What's going on, Lewis? You want to talk white bass a little bit?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing today?
Good, great.
You're good, Lewis. Great to hear from you as always, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, you was talking about the white bass running. They're going real good right now at Bringle Creek.
Are they really?
Have you been out there, Lewis?
No, sir, I haven't, but some friends of mine have, and they said that they're doing really well out there.
Well, that's funny because Mark and I were in the break talking about maybe walking in out there, and that would be where we would do it.
Yep.
All you really need is a bunch of twister tails.
If you like to fish in the river, your old neck of the woods, Trey, down at the dam at Pine Bluff at Shepherd Island.
Okay.
If they're running the gates on on our side that we fish on,
yeah,
man, you can tear them up.
Really
nice.
And it doesn't matter what you throw out there. I catch them on crappie jigs. I catch them on twister tails.
Yeah.
Wraps, whatever.
This time of year, I used to love to throw that little shallow running number 7 shad rap, and I used to love to throw a pink Vibrick rooster tail. And I mean, that little rooster tail, they just
a little bit bigger one, right?
They just would kill it. And
that number 7 shad rap is what we killed them on the first time we went fishing together.
Right, that's
about
right.
24 years ago.
And it was cold. It was cold that day.
Was.
It wind about like today, too. There was some definite wind up. It wasn't quite as hard, but it was.
Well, Lewis, thanks for the tip, man. We really seriously, Mark and I were talking. I don't, white bass is something you get fired up about once a year.
It's like teal hunting.
Exactly. Yeah. It's sort of the harbinger of better things to come. Not that there's anything wrong with white bass; they're fun to catch in and of themselves. Well, Lewis, thank you, buddy, man. I hope you get out to Bringle Creek yourself and get to catch some soon.
Send us a picture if you catch some.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to get out there here soon and try to get into some. I usually do every year, but I just haven't been out there yet.
Well, you may see us out there. You never know.
Well, good deal, Lewis.
Thanks,
Great talking to you as always, buddy. Take care, man.
You too. All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, bud.
Always love to hear from Lewis, man.
Trey,
he is a
quick,
faithful listener.
We don't have a lot of time, but just tell us real quick about the awards you got last week. I was pretty impressed with that.
Well, thank you, Mark. It was Ducks Unlimited gives out their sort of wetland conservation achievement awards every year in multiple categories, and typically recognize a federal elected official, a state elected official, a communicator, which is the category that I was presented the award in, and then federal conservation employee or state conservation employee. Governor DeWine of Ohio was the state elected official winner this year. Shelley Capito from West Virginia, senator, won the federal elected official award. So, man, look, man, ducks and the places they live have meant a lot to me for a long time. I'm extremely honored to have received that from Ducks Unlimited, and really, really cool, man. Really excited about that.
This time of year, Trey, we talk about when you get out, weather could change quick. Have another little change of clothes in the boat still.
Absolutely. You fall in the water, it's still you can still get hypothermia.
But, wear your life jacket, wear your kill switch, and as my buddy, my dermatologist friend Scott Deinhardt says, and I'm going to say, wear your sunscreen.
Yeah, you've got a new little mark over there from not wearing it enough.
And I don't call it a badge of courage. This isn't stuff. Get out and take care of yourself. Wear your sunscreen and be careful on the water.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is springtime. Going to be a lot more folks out there. Wear that life jacket. Saw the boating incident report from last year, Mark. Over 200 people involved in incidents, and fewer than 20% were wearing life jackets. Wow. No excuse for that. Hey,
no doubt.
Be careful out there, y'all. Have fun. Catch some fish.
Thanks, Cammy.
Send us your pictures. Put them on the Wild Side Facebook page. For Mark Hedrick and Damon Poole and Cameron, I'm Trey Reid. See you next week on the Wild Side.
Programming. Why would you listen to any other radio station than 103.7 The Buzz? KABZ, Little Rock. It's time for Oaklawn Game Day, presented by Oaklawn Sports. An inside look at this week's big games, exciting prop bets, and the latest wagering lines from Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Bet with the brand you can trust anywhere in Arkansas. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Now, here are your hosts, Justin Acree and Oaklawn's Director of Sports Wagering, Zach Gillum.
Welcome in once again to Oaklawn